Rise and shine, DBS. Welcome to DBS this morning and welcome to Monday. Yes, it's time to start the week again. Yes, I know that the weekend was very short, but we have to get back into the hustle and bustle of things because that's how we make the world go round. I'm so happy that you're choosing to start off your week with us right here on DBS this morning. For sure, that is the right way to do it. So let's start your day off in the know with our morning news highlights. Okay, that is a wrap for our morning news highlights. We've been getting up to a lot recently, so I can say that today's episode is full of a lot of valuable information. So get out those notepads or pull up that notes app on your phone and be ready to take down some info, some numbers, because I'm sure you'll be wanting to get in touch. So you're looking out for that. But first, we have to head to a quick commercial break. So keep it locked. We'll be right back. Family, right now we are checking in with Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, doing big things for the future of entrepreneurs in St. Lucia. From what I understand, there's a large group of students working with you on this project. So take us behind the scenes. I know we see the booth behind us, but there is a project going on as well. So take us into that.
All right. So as you can see, it's the Upscaling Academy GS program. And this will be administered by Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. We're going to train about 600 entrepreneurs, but it is done in collaboration with the Taiwan Technical Mission and the government of St. Lucia. So what I can say, it is the most ambitious youth entrepreneurship project in the history of St. Lucia. Over 600 people we want to train. 300 of them will be novice entrepreneurs. In other words, they have no entrepreneurial knowledge. And the other 300 will be business owners who want to take their businesses to the next level. So this is what the program is all about.
All right. Well, since you mentioned that persons who already own businesses will be involved as well, I'm guessing that it's not only limited to students.
Yeah, well, no, it's not only limited to students. It's a program which was geared towards youth and women, but we're not discriminating. We have young people as well as people who are young at heart. So we are asking for everybody to register who has some kind of passion for entrepreneurship. Okay, it is not very stringent. We are not asking for a lot of CXCs. We're asking for basic literacy skills and mathematical skills to take part in it. It is absolutely free of charge. Okay, the programs last for 3 months. I must warn the people applying, it's a very intense 3 months. You do things like prototyping, you will get business coaching, you will get coaching on marketing and how to manipulate social media. So it encompasses a lot, and it's a real opportunity for young people.
All right, so for anybody who could not make it down to the job fair, how can they get involved?
Okay, so what I'll advise them to do is to go onto the Sir Arthur Lewis website. It is salcc.edu.lc. Click on Jeunesse, as you can see by the sign, Jeunesse, and they can, if they want to do the entrepreneurship component of Jeunesse, they can click on Business Incubator or Business Coaching.
All right, Brent, just to put you on the spot here for a little bit, I mean, you're speaking about entrepreneurs. Any words of advice, for young people sitting on an idea, maybe a bit too nervous to really reach out and join the program, sitting on an idea, they're not sure if their idea is good enough, the fears already, what would you say to them?
Okay, so I want to tell them this is not a theoretical academic exercise. This is more practical than anything. Yes, we are doing a bit of theory, but they coming in, they prototyping. I mean, this is what separates our program from any other program that has ever been done. You actually create a prototype. And once you have a prototype, you can always add on the business knowledge that you need. Rather than us giving you a little bit of accounts, a little bit of marketing and so forth, and you don't get the product right. If the product fails, I don't care how much training you have, everything else will fail. So I want to tell them, don't be afraid. This is not purely academic. This is practical. You're in the labs, you're doing. We have friendly, knowledgeable lecturers and facilitators, so don't be afraid.
Infinity, and they're doing big things over in Denry. But you know, St. Lucia is a small place, so something happening in Denry definitely affects the rest of us as well. I mean, I like to say that people from Denry are very patriotic. Sometimes, you know, 760, you have to think of Denry as its own country on its own. But St. Lucia is a small place, like I said. So tell us what's going on with Infinity right now. Actually, you know, let's start off with what exactly Infinity is.
All right, so Infinity is a non-profit community-based organization from Denry, like you said, and we're focused on building climate change awareness, building community spirit, and basically helping people to develop a love for the wildlife and the natural environment.
All right, so what's bubbling with you right now?
Okay, so one of the latest projects that we have is called Ionola Crossing, right? And Ionola Crossing, sorry, focuses on our local iguana species because most people would know that we have two species of iguana. One is our local iguana, and the other one is an invasive species which is threatening to move into the territory of our local iguana. Now we want to do the best that we can to ensure that we preserve and help the current numbers of iguanas that we have currently in St. Lucia grow. Right? So we've taken on an initiative which was sponsored by the Tourism Enhancement Fund through the St. Lucia National Conservation Fund. And so far, right next to the fire station in Denry, we have a couple of booths which were painted in nice nature background with iguanas, and there's also painting of the boa constrictor. So it's a very beautiful painting, very beautiful design. I would also like to encourage people to come in, take pictures with what's going on there. Also, we had an awareness campaign which focused on the school children, both primary and secondary schools, where we visited the primary schools with an iguana mascot, and we basically educated them on the importance of, our wildlife and the environment. We also went to the secondary schools where we did pretty much the same thing. We went along with a Denry segment artist, one of the new ones on the block called Gasso Boy. And we also engaged them in an art competition, which is scheduled to it should be ending sometime within this week and next week.
Okay.
All right.
All right, well, that's busy. I mean, I can say for sure one thing I miss about campaigns back in the day is that everybody had a mascot. So to see the whole mascot thing come back, tied in with the Denry segment, that's a really great way to bring things to the youth, to bring things to the young people. So as of right now, take me into this iguana issue that's affecting St. Lucia right now. From what I understand, there's a growing population of the invasive species threatening the endemic species.
Based on the information that we have so far, the invasive species, right, it's more aggressive than our iguana. And what we do not want is for them to crossbreed as well, because that will be a big problem. So I know forestry has been very involved in what we've been doing. I would encourage anyone who, if you happen to see an iguana by your home, whether it be from the northeast coast or the southeast coast side, wherever it is, to call forestry, let them know that there's an iguana. And they will come and they'll do their thing. Even if you're not able to identify which one is the local iguana and which one is the invasive species, you should still call them, and they'll come in and take care of it.
All right. And we don't want people going out there and, executing the iguanas by wrongly identifying the species.
Exactly, because we also one of the things that we did, we also installed billboards along the Denry Highway to let people. Well, there's a picture of an iguana there, right? And that area is also known to have iguanas sometimes. To let people know to look out for the iguanas and that sort of thing. So people who usually use the motorways, like taxi drivers, the minibus drivers, we also have to reach out to them and and to educate them on the importance of doing their part to ensure that we help save our iguanas.
Most definitely. And Denry has a snake population as well. I know you mentioned boa constrictors earlier.
Yes, I did mention the boa constrictor, but one of the things with the boa constrictor is I know some people tend to be, very hesitant to want to, so although we did touch on the boa a bit, we did, sensitize people on the knowing the difference between the boer and the footiless, right? So far, it has been a good enough, a good enough campaign, I would say. I know the students, in particular, were very excited to learn, to see the difference and to learn the difference between these two types of snakes.
All right. So I know you're the president, like you said, you're the president of the group. What's the size of the grouping like? What's your team like?
Okay, so I have a board of six individuals. It comprises of project manager, well, one of the very experienced individual in the name of Alan Regis, who's our senior vice president. I have another vice president in the name of Ansia Sermon, an accountant with Jen Mondesi. And I have a teacher who's been teaching, well, a secondary school teacher, Stasha Stanislas, and Kayla Henry, who have been teachers for a number of years. They have backgrounds in psychology and in foreign languages. So that in itself has been very, well, as key components in moving the group along, because we have people with, a vast amount of experience, expertise in different fields. So that in itself has been key to helping the organization move forward.
All right. And speaking of move forward, you mentioned the schools, visiting the schools, doing the programs with the schools. Are these activities that we see taking place within your community consistently from your group, like within Denry?
Well, we are a fairly new organization. We've been around for about 4 years. In the past, our aim was basically entertainment. Okay. Talent entertainment, right? Okay. And as we went along, after the first year and a half, we noticed the need to basically reach out to the members of our community and to provide them with the opportunity to not only, showcase their abilities, but to also learn about the environment. Because in order for us to, I believe in order for us to move forward as a community, as a country, we need to understand the importance of loving the environment and caring for what's in the environment. Because without a healthy environment, we ourselves cannot thrive.
All right, I love that. That is definitely something to keep in mind. The fact that we need to treat the earth good so it can treat us good as well. We only have one of them to live on. All right, so if anybody would like to get in touch to maybe book an info seminar for a school that may not have been part of the recent campaign, or maybe for a youth group, how would they do so?
Okay, so you can reach us on Facebook at Infinity, that's INPHINITY, and also on Instagram with the same Infinity with an ENT at the end.
All right. Well, DBS family, we're going to put that information up on the screen for you so you can get in touch. And thank you so much for being here with us today.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session. Leading the wine, we have Sarah, Laurie, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with Soca Size. For this morning's workout, we will be doing a wine and tone routine to Moonlight by TJ. Let's begin. So we're going to just move the hips side to side. We're going to go down and up. Down. Nice and gentle, and up. Hip, hit, and. And you squeeze in the core. 4, 3, 2, next side, and. 4, 3, 2, hip, going up and down. Up, 2, 3, roll it. Again, hip, roll it. Give yourself some love. Down. Take it up. Side. Expensive park, some gal na no talk, touchy spa fi massage your body na no flaws. 4, 3, 2, switch, and. She said our last boyfriend a all star, cause him lazy and always love talk. 4, 3, 2, hip, up and down. Roll it. Hip. Roll it. And love. Take it up. Hip and 4, 3, 2, next side and 4, 3, 2, hip, up and down and roll it. Next side, hip, roll it. Give yourself some love. Take it up. That was this morning's session. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with Soca Size. We hope that you're feeling sexy, sultry, and strong.
Early risers, this is the end of today's show. Thank you so much again for being here and choosing to start off your day with DBS. I really hope that we have added some positive energy to your day so you can start off on the right note and be safe throughout your day. We look out for you every single morning, so don't worry, DBS is here. I'll see you tomorrow.